This video shows you some basics of how data can be added to the right place in the repository Chemotion. Another video, Part B, will be provided soon. Part B will then give some examples included to a demo of the repository. The repository's structure supports three options to organize data. They are called analysis type, datasets, and attachments. On this slide, an overview of the dependencies of analyses, datasets, and attachments is given. You can add as many analyses as necessary for the identification of a molecule, and each analysis has as many datasets as available. In addition, each dataset then can be proven by as many files that you may provide. A new analysis is described by a new type of analytical process that was used. A new dataset is created for different measurements of one analysis type. All files that belong to one measurement are collected as attachments to the dataset. Examples for different analyses are proton NMR spectra, carbon NMR, depth measurements, 2D NMR experiments, or mass spec data. Also, IR and X-ray or other types of measurements can be added as new data type. Datasets are defined as different measurements that are available for one analysis type. Different measurements may origin from different parameters used for the measurement or a repetition of a measurement to improve the data quality. Typical examples are data that are recorded with more scans. Examples are NMR measurements with 16 or 64 scans. The decision if the data needs to be added to a new data set of an existing analysis or should be placed into a completely new analysis is not straightforward. A general rule may help. If the description in the analytical part of the analysis changes with the additional data, then one needs a new analysis tab. This is probably the case for measurements in another solvent, as the shifts may differ. This may also be the case for measurements done with a higher magnetic field. That means data measured with a 250 MHz instrument should probably add it to another analysis section than data gained with a 600 MHz instrument. For each dataset, several attachments can and should be added to the repository. At least every dataset should be described by one open file format, and in addition, the original data that was obtained in the measurement. For data that cannot be processed by the repository, an image format can be added to allow the generation of a preview of the data. You may add as many attachment files as you want. Very often, the question arises if data should be added as different attachments of the same dataset or if it needs another dataset. Actually, the decision can be easily done. If another data file was gained with an existing measurement, then the data are assigned to one dataset in form of different attachments. This is the case for images that are generated with the original data or open file formats along with raw data in proprietary data formats. Some of these examples are shown later in the demo of the repository. An example for data attached to different datasets are MS and HRMS data. As a conclusion, please add different file formats of one measurement as attachments to one dataset. Please add different measurements of one process as different datasets. The different datasets have to be assigned to one analysis. And please define different analyses if a different type is given or if datasets require a separate analysis section due to different experimental results. For an example of the described schemes in this video, please see Part B of the Introduction to Data Assignment in Chemotion repository.